NFL Fantasy Football Odds 2017. Make no mistake about it, these are the best cheat sheets you're going to get for who will pass for the most yards this year, although I gave up fantasy football many years ago because of conflicting rooting interests. Any sharp will tell you that the odds makers have down pat who is most likely to throw for the most yards, second most, etc. Again, most yards passing this year, Drew Brees is the favorite. These are based on $100 per bet. So if you bet $100 on the favorite Drew Brees, you will win $300. Tom Brady, you would win $600, and so forth. So as you can see, Aaron Rodgers, Derek Carr is certainly expected to have a bounce back year. Matt Ryan, not expected to suffer from too much of a jinx. A lot of people asking about Andrew Luck. The odds makers say that he will definitely have plenty of luck and skill this year, as he is plus 1,200. And there you can see those remaining odds. Matt Stafford, we will present some other odds. Will Matt Stafford, though, nullify it with a bunch of interceptions? The odds makers will give their opinion. Of course, this is presented to you by offshoreinsiders.com, but sponsored by duffygifts.com. For each and every single occasion, for him, for her, visit duffygifts.com for the best gifts around. And now for the next year, Russell Wilson may be great with the legs, but don't look for him to throw for too many yards. Same for the highly touted Andy Dalton, who seems to be a disappointment. Will Marcus Mariota continue to progress? The odds makers seem to have their doubts, as he's actually right smack in the middle towards the second tier. Blake Bortles, yeah, well, will he get benched before the year's out? The odds makers no longer very high on Ryan Tannehill and Cam Newton, who followed his Super Bowl season with a very bad year last year. Nobody expecting him to have the bounce back. Of course, at the bottom of the list, you do have some rookies, even some second-year players. Cody Kessler, not quite sure about that. Mitchell Trubisky, look, he wasn't drafted to sit on his behind, though. Don't look for him to lead the league in passing, but that rank, some people may say, is a little bit low, but again, this should be your ultimate cheat sheet as far as the category of most passing yards is concerned. The odds makers know what they're doing. Jared Goff, a lot of people say that the table is set for him to finally have that breakout year, but the odds makers aren't really completely sold. Dak Prescott, granted, he's somebody who beats you with his arm and his legs, and more so efficiency than throwing for a ton of yards, but he's not necessarily expected to have a spectacular year either. You want the best sports picks all year long, offshoreinsiders.com will also update you with fantasy football odds on a weekly basis for your best matchups. And subscribe to our YouTube page, Offshore Insiders.